This episode of Tell 'em Steve Dave is brought to you by Squarespace. Start building your website today at squarespace.com. Enter offer code TESD at checkout to get 10% off. Squarespace. Build it beautiful.
I did not curse once during the show.
You're full of shit.
Shit, now he's chasing me. What's around that corner? Wow!
Let's watch this guy slap around some girl's tits. No.
But it
No,
wasn't. It
no,
was
no.
okay.
I mean, I don't.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tell 'em Steve Dave with me, Bry, with Walt Flanagan, and with PewDiePie. What's going on with you, dude?
Why are you making fun of me? I don't understand this.
I hear you're emulating PewDiePie's career, and you're trying to become the new Cutie Pie on Twitch TV. You're playing Fallout 4 in little corners and trying to generate Google ad money?
Nothing like that has occurred.
These are accusations, baseless, I guess.
Who made the accusations?
I saw it on Twitter. Somebody asked Q about what his Twitch TV shit because he's trying to become the new PewDiePie.
No, not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. Here's the deal.
All right.
Everybody keeps talking about the Twitch thing with the video games, right?
What is it exactly?
This is what it is. And then I'll tell you how I arrived to this. It's built into your Xbox and PlayStation already. I've only did it last night.
Sounds awfully defensive.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to be informed because I don't know. And in fact, the fucking whoever told you this should have seen the fucking description I said was, I don't know if this is any good. I'm testing this out, which is what I did. And I reserve the right as an American to fucking test something out. Thank you very much. If you could put some American music underneath me at this point, I reserve the right to try it.
This isn't Red China.
This isn't fucking communism. This isn't fucking Stalin telling me I can't Twitch if I want. But what it is you just play video games and it broadcasts what you're playing, and then people could tell you. Now, the way that people make money off it, I can never do. So right away, that accusation is out the window. Because the way you make money is you set up a tip jar and people just as they watch you, either they could subscribe to watch you play, which means they have to pay $5 a month to watch you play, or you have a little donation jar where people could donate money to you.
And why couldn't you do that? You just feel too proud to do that?
I think I think then I would deserve to get made fun of if I came on here and
then you could be called Cutie Pie.
Yeah,
is that what this person Cutie Pie does? Does he have a tip jar?
I don't know what he's talking about.
No, this is PewDiePie. Now, this is a guy who is years ago. I remember coming in and saying to you guys, I was at Pam and Edgar's house, and I went downstairs, and my niece and nephew are not playing video games. They're watching a guy play a video game. And it's this fucking idiot, PewDiePie, who actually is a genius because
he's a multimillionaire. He has way more money than anybody at this table combined.
Oh, God.
But is it all based upon his jar of tips?
No, I think for him it's subscriptions. Right? Yeah, he was he was on South Park. He was on South Park twice. And one of the times towards the end, the whole idea behind the South Park episode was the younger kids, Ike and them were calling the 9-year-olds, Cartman and Stan and them, grandpas, because they're why don't you just play video games? Why do you watch other people play video games? That whole generational shit. And PewDiePie, they just love PewDiePie, these kids. They're he's funny. And at the end of the show, PewDiePie was hey, I just want to thank South Park for being on my show, because we now live in a world where this fucking guy playing video games, making stupid voices and saying stupid shit
dwarfs South Park?
Probably, yeah, I think it dwarfs their ratings.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nuts. And if you ever watch the guy, you're is he fucking mentally retarded? Like, what is going on here? Like, you can't get your head, like, fuck the Kardashians. Like, that's the kind of shit where I'm like, that to me, that just seems like poor taste. I'm like, I can't even understand, like, why is this funny? Like, why is this funny to people where he's like, ooh, you're like doing these voices. Oh, no. Oh, shit. Now he's chasing me. What's around that corner? Wow.
I can't imagine that's the extent of it. It's unscripted.
Dude,
That's the extent of it.
Yeah, I'm not kidding
really?
around. That's
that is
very
the extent
close.
of it.
I could be PewDiePie.
I think you're missing or just don't know. There must be something else that is captivating.
I'm a grandpa.
Millions of people because it has
like
to be more than
30
that.
million people, dude.
There has to be more to it than just a silly Mickey Mouse voice.
Well, I don't think there is.
No, I don't think there is
honestly
either.
do not think there is.
I think it's people that are like, hey, have you seen this guy? He's so funny. And
could PewDiePie put his voice to any thing, like, does it have to be video games, or could he put it to like I don't know, him just walking around the streets of or the neighborhood where he lives?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
What do you mean? Like, he's walking down the street.
It's just
he's
a
like,
commentary.
Oh, there's my neighbor.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know how people would how he would generate income from doing that. But
Why? But why? It's people. So it's a combination. It's the video game as well. So how come the video game industry isn't trying to wet their beak off PewDiePie?
PewDiePie?
Yeah.
I don't think they have any right to. He's playing a video game.
It's their video
and
game,
it's
right?
His,
He's what's it called?
Monetizing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it must be a gray area because I'm sure that they would be wetting their beak if they fucking could, right?
I mean,
it probably is good advertisement for their game, whatever he's playing.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. They want him to.
Like, their
play
beak's
it.
getting wet.
And Cartman even says in the episode, like, Stan or Kyle is like, it's this asshole who plays video games, and Cartman's like, how is he an asshole? He gets paid to play video games, and it's like such a simple point, but it still enrages you
because there is, is it the sign of a society about ready to collapse?
Culturally, it's been teetering for a while now, and I mean, Troy sent me a picture. He does part-time security at Barnes and Noble, and it was an entire table, and the thing said YouTube sensations or YouTube whatever.
They write their own books.
They write their own books.
They don't write the books,
Right.
I'm sure.
And I had heard of one person, and I'm not obviously on the cutting edge of fucking whatever like
Obviously.
teenagers like or YouTube shit is, but yeah, I told you the fucking shaking your nene a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I've never even heard of this, yet this person has, millions of hits, and they're making money from it. And I don't understand. Like,
now that is
people
what
just like to be a part of it, maybe.
But the allure of the YouTube hit, it's like it's the old fashioned gold rush. When you were going out, everybody, Declan had a bit of YouTube fever, like he get gold fever. He told us.
You got gold fever?
There's gold in their computers.
It's in a pot.
I remember him saying, he goes, you just got to put up, tell him Steve Dave stuff on YouTube, and you guys will get so many hits off of it that, all the commercials and all the advertisements, you won't be able to count the money. We put up, I think it was the Dollar Shave animated trailer. Mm-hmm. He forgot about it because and I asked him. I said, "What's that? What has that garnered to date?" And he wouldn't even tell me what it was. He said, "You don't want to know." He goes, "Because I feel like blowing my head off." He said,
"It's either you don't want to know because I've embezzled all the money, but more likely you don't want to know because I'm an asshole."
Hey, but you know what? At least he was out. At least he had the idea, though. I mean, you got to try it at least, right?
It's me, Declan Pie. Commenting on Tell 'em Steve Dave this week.
What's around that corner. Ooh,
not gold.
Definitely not gold.
oh, it's more shit. Was he the one that told you about me fucking twitching?
No.
Who was it?
It was I don't know. It was somebody. I can
suppress my fucking curiosity.
Yeah, I can try to look. Hold on.
And the reason that I fucking set up the account
Twitter.
to begin with was to
the defense
was to see a fucking friend of mine set it up and is doing it. So I wanted to see what they were doing.
So how long did you play a video game and comment on it?
I didn't even comment on it.
So you're just silent.
Well, I didn't even hook up the microphone.
So you're just playing it, and it's just somebody watching Q, or it could be any number of person playing it.
I did finally set up the microphone for the last 2 minutes, and I answered 2 questions and found that I wasn't really enjoying it, so I shut it down.
So you started jerking off on chat roulette.
But
is that still a thing, chat roulette?
I don't know. It's an interesting thing. I'm not sure that I'm done playing with it yet. I think I'm gonna taking a look at it.
In what you mean? Continue to play games and have people watch you play the games? Is there?
I don't know if it's. I guess when you.
I wouldn't want that. I suck at every
any
video
aspect
game.
of your life that you don't want people watching you? Can't it be video games?
Oh, there's plenty. I wouldn't even tell you guys where I'm going on vacation. But I don't know that video games is that
private.
I don't know if it has a use yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? As a promotional tool for anything.
I would think, because, you're coming off an amazing weekend, right?
Right. Yes.
Can you just tell us what it was like to sell out Radio City 3 nights in a row?
It's a lot of friends and family asking for tickets.
Sorry.
Well, not you.
And showing up an hour early.
It's a lot of
showing up an hour early.
Yeah. Interrupted our fucking dinner. You're like, I'm here. It's like, what the fuck? Show doesn't start for an hour and a half.
I was there. I looked on the website and it says you're supposed to get there an hour early. They want you there an hour early.
It's not a fucking airport, dude. It's a fucking. Why would they want you there an hour early? They obviously didn't want you there an hour early because the tickets were ready.
The Radio City Music Hall website said get there an hour early.
And how, like, what were the expressions on your daughter's faces when the tickets were not there? Were they like, he's failed us again?
They laughed initially. But then on the third try, when I went up and they still weren't there, and I asked again, and
you just tried to charge through the door.
No, because I went back. They said, "Come back in 5 minutes. There's no tickets for you under that name.
Right.
Come back. We're still getting more tickets." So I go back 10 minutes later. No, nothing. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to wait 5 more minutes. And then when I went up the third time, I didn't get the tickets. Then their look of their faces was like, oh my god, he's lying to us. He's lost his mind.
Yeah, he's really trying to prove this that he knows these guys.
That was because of the backstage passes for you guys. For all my guests, we're not ready when you went up. That's why the tickets were there. The passes weren't in there.
No, the tickets were not there.
No, they didn't tell you the tickets were there. They didn't want to give them to you without the passes.
Who, the people at the people in the window?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they could have said they could. Why didn't they just say that? They actually said flat out, there are no tickets for you under this name.
I have no idea why they said that to you. I don't know. There was actually you got off pretty easy. I had invited some wounded warriors to come.
Okay.
And of course, they were supposed to come backstage to meet the guys. These are fucking catastrophically injured veterans. You know what I mean? And their tickets were there. Their passes weren't in when they tried to get backstage. They were told that it would be impossible for them to come backstage, and they were sent away by some of the staff. Not my staff.
Why was it impossible? Because they're in wheelchairs?
No, just because they just... I don't want to put this in the wrong light. The staff at Radio City Music Hall is fucking top-notch. I've never seen anything like it in my life. They are very strict rule followers because of the union and stuff like that.
I heard that when I was there.
Oh yeah, they follow every rule to the T. So they if these guys didn't have passes, despite the fact that they were wounded veterans, they were not letting them backstage.
That seems
and they didn't have my number like you had my number, so they couldn't just call me and get back.
Mm-hmm.
So it was It's just the way it is, man. They weren't telling you shit. That's why I had my tour manager call you. And
I was very It all worked out.
Yeah,
it all worked out.
Well, it didn't all work out because we were. We were promised a Wayne Brady act, and we got a Richard Pryor act.
I do. I mean, it was wonderful, and I was so proud of you. And 3 sold out nights, and it is an achievement, and it is everything that any performer would ever
pass all this and
would ever dream of, and you achieved it, and I was so happy for you.
I will say this before you even say what you're going to say. Can I say before you're going to say?
I did say heck.
I did say heck. I did not curse once during the show.
You're full of shit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you definitely cursed.
When?
I think you're so pumped up with adrenaline and stuff.
Oh, that might be possible.
You definitely cursed.
I struggle not to curse then, let me say.
But I asked you repeatedly for months.
Yes.
4 months.
Yeah.
I asked you, Q.
Yeah.
My girls want to go.
Yes.
Just tell me, honestly. Is it going to be inappropriate for them? Because they like your show.
Yeah, but I don't. Go ahead.
They like your show, and I want to bring them. But if there's anything that that's beyond the show,
right?
Just tell me, and I'll just go. I'll just come, and I'll leave them at home because I really don't want to sit there and
explain like a midget fucking a woman with his arm.
Yeah,
that was not in the show for everybody.
And not only did I ask you when you first talked about it, I asked you repeatedly going up to that date, and you said to me,
"Yes,
this is going to be a very clean show. It's Sunday night. The head of True TV is going to be there. This is going to be as if Andy Griffith Productions put this on."
Right. I don't know if I said the Andy Griffith thing.
No,
but
you painted a
saying.
picture, and good Lord.
But I don't.
What the fuck what is your definition of family-friendly content?
Dude, you need to understand.
It's Manson family.
Yeah. You're talking New York values.
It is true.
My nieces and nephews were there. They're like 9 to age. Sal's 6-year-old niece was there.
But there was content, and there was
like what? Like what?
You're talked about. You're like, oh, I'm gonna take this cell phone and shove it down my pants and take pictures of my nuts.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah, but you met.
Joe showed a picture of his ass,
but it wasn't even his ass. It's his side of his leg.
Yeah, but this is not family-friendly content.
But on the show, we talk about circle jerks and stuff like that. It's completely within the same.
I don't know why. Did you like? Were you winking to Bri behind my back as I asked? Is this going to be funny, friend? Right? You're like, definitely. And then when I turned my back,
I was so fucking far away.
Come on, man. I would not do that to you.
So what happened then? That fucking guy, that opening act.
I
know you can't be held responsible for that, but holy shit!
This is what I am going to say. The opening act, we're told to keep it clean. I don't know what to tell you. Like, they were told to keep it clean. And then the other guys were, nobody was supposed to curse.
But it was, nobody was supposed to, but it was like as if you guys
but nobody was supposed to. And I'll tell you this, on stage Sunday night, knowing you were in the audience, every time they cursed, a part of me died inside. I'm not even kidding. Like
not enough died. Certainly not your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
But I can only apologize.
You don't need to apologize.
Well, listen, and I can only say this. Like, I would have, just speaking for myself, my nieces and nephews were there, and I didn't have a problem with anything that they saw. And they were younger
or heard. Really?
And they were younger than your daughters. So I
how is that possible?
Because I still
when you're like, you see somebody, you pick them out of the audience, and you're like, you're staring at my penis, bro. Stop staring at my penis, bro.
Yeah, but
how is that not like?
But how is the word penis and someone staring at it like Manson family?
Right.
It's not Manson family, but
right.
But there's definitely you watch IJ on True TV. You can sit there.
We say penis on
that.
family.
He's not being.
I'm not trying to defend myself.
No, I agree with him.
It's not an hour and a half straight of it, though.
Yes, yeah.
I think it was in such a compressed timeline.
I'm not defending myself. Well, I completely understand that. I feel bad that you feel that way. Like
you don't need to feel bad.
No, but I don't. It's not like I don't want you to take it like I'm just like Like I'm blowing with your concerns or anything like that. I do feel bad. Like, and then knowing you were in the audience, every time somebody cursed, I didn't think you would say the word.
It's not the curses.
The penis would be.
It's not the curse. It was the
like
sexual
saying a guy
content.
would look at my penis. I just don't.
Look, I'm going to take a picture of these nuts.
Yeah, but that's juvenile stuff. Like
and I just don't understand why you're just like, hey, I wouldn't bring them because we're going to talk about nuts. We're going to talk about penises. We're going to talk about screwing. We're going to talk about a lot of sex.
But I just feel like
the video with Joe and the girl that got like
Which
it was
one?
intercut. The video that you did, it was Sal and then Joe would pop up,
Right.
and he was slapping the boobs.
yeah, but that's Sal.
No. I'm wondering,
boobs.
like, was that something that like that was a sexual context enough?
I certainly wouldn't have wanted. Hey, girl, if I was home, like, let's watch TV together, girls. Hey, hey, let's watch this. Let's watch this guy slap around some girl's tits. No,
but it wasn't. It was Sal.
I mean, I don't understand how on earth though. And I told my wife on the way up there, she's like, I know it can't be. She's going, it can't be a clean show. Like, he told me. Look, I go, and you sent me a text.
Right.
I'm going to say heck tonight because you're in the audience.
Well, I did.
I know. And I said, look, I go, why would he send this? If this has to be the only time that there's going to be any kind of devolving.
I got to be honest, dude. I feel bad that I misread what you would think was
appropriate.
Yeah. I do feel bad about it. I honestly, that night I felt bad about it. Brian told me that like you, Stacy was sitting near you and said at one point your head was in your hands. And when she told me, I actually asked her, I said, could you do me a favor and she told me in the middle of the show that.
She texted you?
No, she came backstage at one point.
Oh, she shouldn't have done that.
And I felt so
That's
bad.
crazy.
Because I didn't think your daughter's 18. I just figured fucking shit.
You're
13.
Caitlin's 18, right?
17.
17.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's my goddaughter. I almost called in a bomb for Radio City. I didn't want her to hear that shit.
You know what? You don't understand the dynamics, though, I guess, of a relationship like
I guess
like that's just not. We don't interact like with that. That was like the first time that we were in the same room and those words came up. But I didn't think that it would happen that you would be saying.
But you do understand that like to me, I wasn't
That's
standing up
my
there.
problem,
I wasn't.
yours.
No. I don't mean that. But like to me, I wasn't standing up there being like, "You looking at my cock, bro? Bro, you check out my fucking cock." Like, you understand? Like when you're talking about my penis, I was saying penis. It was all there was nothing sexual about it. I was just saying you're looking at my penis.
How is it not sexual though?
But looking
well,
at
you're saying it's like
you're making you're trying to allude to the guy who's checking it out.
Yeah, but that's different from just like sexual is just like, bro, you want my penis in your mouth while you stand on my penis? Like it was.
Well, I will thank you for not.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
using that phrase. I'm glad you
held back.
But you see what I'm saying though? Like that is, I guess, what I assumed you meant. I didn't think the word penis.
Did you not think though that you knew what the topics were going to be, right?
Sure, of course.
So why didn't you just say that to me?
Well, I mean, I guess I just misjudged you. I owe you an apology.
No apology. I just don't know why. I even said to him, I go, he had to have been fucking with me.
I was not. Dude, I swear I was
like
not.
An hour into the show, I leaned over to him. I said, so does heck have that big of an impact at this point?
No, dude, I wouldn't do that to you. I honestly didn't think. Look, I don't have daughters. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
And there's like every parent's relationship is different. I'm sure there's like
I've done
99 out of 100
in front of my parents. You know what I'm
99 out of 100
yeah.
are going to be like they're not going to have the same reaction and they're not going to have the same squirm.
Right.
You know, but unfortunately, I mean, we're fucking. We fucking watch Happy Days.
Yeah, but you watch Impractical Jokers, and we do talk things like that on the show. You know, we do say things like that.
Not so vulgar, and there was a level of like you guys wanted to be a little bit more thuggish. I thought.
Well, we toned it down. We toned it down.
I don't understand. Like it gets raunchier than that.
No, but not really. But I mean, we cut certain jokes out of videos and stuff like that. Like Sal slapping Joe's bare chest to me doesn't come off as raunchy to me.
But the context though is, I'm watching a video with my kids of first off 2 dudes kissing.
But it's a joke. But it's like right.
Then I'm like, oh my god, am I going to get this question in my home? Why are those 2 guys kissing?
But you do.
I sure hope not. Yeah, I mean, I think
your daughter's 13. How could she? Like, I can't imagine a world. And if I'm wrong, where she'd be like, "Daddy, what were those 2 men doing?"
Do you think though? You say they're not in that world, but you're not with them at school.
I don't know they're in that world, and I don't want to know that they're in that world.
I hear you, bro. I
don't want to know they're in there. And you brought me into that world, screaming and kicking against my will.
Dragged them in.
I can only apologize. I don't know what to say. I tell you that when Stacey told me that your head was in your hands, dude, my stomach actually did drop. Like, I felt really bad.
I can't believe she would even say that. Wait till the show's over.
Not so. Yeah, you should not have told you that mid-show.
Yeah, I think she was trying to head it off at the pass. I think she was like, "Could you clean it up from this point on?" Like, I might have even asked her. I will say this: I was really concerned for you, and I felt bad, and you know,
That's why you're the guy, and that's why I'm like I'm only half of this is half.
No, I know, and I can imagine if you felt this way, and you're my friend. Like, I don't know how your wife feels. If you could just
my wife was
she couldn't like you less than she likes me.
Yeah, that's yeah. But like, she was convinced it was going to be like that anyway, though.
Yeah,
and I told her, no, he's told me multiple times.
Reassured.
And I go, look at this text. He would not send this text if things.
This is my friend.
If things are going to go, or if things are going to go the way you think they're going to go, and then they went that way, and she was almost like she almost expected it. She goes,
I gotta say,
on the edge comedians.
When I on the edge,
yeah, she's like, they're young.
Yeah, they
compared to who?
To me,
Rodney Dangerfield.
Any young men and shit.
I'm
it
sorry.
did look like you, like Deb took it much more smoothly and lightly than you did. She was just she really did seem like whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think because I think because I had a little bit of like
faith in me.
I felt the carpet was a little bit tugged out. I don't mean anything, but I just didn't expect it. And then as it kept going on, it felt like I was just like, oh god, oh god.
Well, I think even part of it was my fault because like Walt said, what was it like on the cruise? And I told him, and I was like, it was pretty clean on the cruise. I thought, like the show that I saw.
The show we did at Radio City was cleaner than the show we did on the cruise.
Really?
Without a doubt.
Really? Because I remember, like, maybe it was just the contrast. Like when I saw you guys, it seemed clean compared to like Sal sitting there with Big J and like talking about anal cream pies for a half hour and that kind of shit.
And then I get the question.
What's an anal cream pie?
No. And then I get the question.
Can we stop on the way home and get one?
Is this what you guys talk about on Tell 'em Steve Dave?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
And I don't think it's overly.
No. Well, no. A girl today tweeted. She was all worked up about the penis length talk with the 13%ers. That's been a whole thing. Like, remember we said like,
oh yeah,
what's?
Oh my god, I have something to talk about. But yeah.
And the consensus seems to be pretty much like average, but I'm like, okay, well, what's the consensus on average then? I don't know what average is.
Wait, whose consensus?
The 13%ers.
Consensus on what? Your penis?
No, not me. Just like dick length. Remember Walt was talking about the Irish curse, and we're like, do girls prefer like
they like average?
Right. They say that we like average, but I don't know what average. Like nobody really said what their idea of average was.
Right.
So fucking now I lost my train of thought.
Because I was saying that like I don't believe Steve Dave relies on dirty jokes,
graphic sexuality.
Maybe I'm wrong. No,
we curse a lot, but like this girl, she said, "Have you ever had topless women sitting there while you record?" And I was taken aback by the question because it seemed like a person who had listened to quite a few shows, and I don't know what would lead anyone to believe that.
But I also, this is good that you brought it up because I always want because I get this question almost nightly. I'm coming like from a listener.
Is Brian still alive?
Hey, I'm coming into town. I'm going to be in this at the stash. I would love to sit in on Tell 'em Steve Dave.
Right.
We don't do Tell Him Steve Dave in front of anybody anymore. We haven't done it in a long time.
Right.
And that's because
buying $10 worth of shit doesn't get you in anywhere.
Yeah, and that's just the kind of way that things are right now. So if anybody's out there getting ready to type that email, now you know. Yeah, we do it after hours.
Just hit delete and hold it down until all the text is gone.
And only because it changes the dynamic, I guess. And
it changes the dynamic. We never know exactly when we're going to do it.
Right.
And yeah.
There's a lot of variables. And
I mean, even years ago when we did it, it got to the point where there'd be like fucking 10 people here. And it becomes more of a weird performance type situation. But yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, we've never really been that.
I guess
show
people could be. Could disagree with that. I imagine. I guess there's a lot of examples they can point to where it has, I guess, gotten a little.
Yeah, like rotten wiener, stinky clam type stuff. You know, but, Walt Flanagan creation.
But going back though, that was quite like amazing, right?
It was at a certain point. Yeah, I kind of like looked around and I was like, I cannot believe how many people are here. And then I was like, and this is times 3.
Yeah,
like there was 3 nights of
like
that.
the most like historic theater in New York, right?
Yeah, that and Carnegie are probably neck and neck, right, Q?
It was great.
Yeah,
you know.
I was proud of you guys, man. I mean, we've seen you since you were pups, and like watching you over these years get to a point where you looked that comfortable on stage in front of that many people. Like I felt proud of you.
Oh, well, that makes me happy.
You know,
my one of the absolute highlights was coming out in the Ants. And
you were changing wardrobes like
just that last show because
like fucking Beyonce and shit.
Well, I had the Firehouse guys there.
Britney Spears.
By the way, everybody made that joke. The Firehouse guys was there.
I'll cut it. So I look like an asshole.
So I wanted to wear, the shirt for the Firehouse guys, and then I wanted to come out in the.
Are you the only guy that does that? Who changes their wardrobe?
I only did it that night,
intermittently through the show.
Yes, and it was only that night.
Only on Sunday.
Only on Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's in every live show. It's the only time I did it. Just because the Firehouse guys were there.
Nice.
And then I wanted you were there and Brian were there, so I wanted to wear the Ant jersey.
I saw it
because of you guys and
you
stuff.
were slapping hands, so all the fans in the front row with the Ant jersey.
They got a nice cheer when I wore it too. I started to get the Ant salute. From
I saw you do that too.
Yeah. So that made me happy. But yeah, it was great. It was good. It was.
There was a moment very early on for me where, like, we had our tickets and Troy came with me. He was my +1. So the person says you're in row D. So we start walking down, because you figure ABCD, right? Yeah. We figure we're in the 4th row, and the lady looks at our ticket. She's like, "No, you're up there." And it's like, for some reason, row D is like in the middle of the theater.
It's AA, BB, CC. They do double.
Okay. And we had spoken about that, how you don't really like to put people up front.
Well, we don't make that choice.
Right.
They do, but they don't put people we know up front because it's too distracting.
And I don't want to take anything away from your jokes or your comedy, but this motherfucker didn't smile any bigger than when he saw me coming back, hanging my head. And he just immediately is like, "Ooh, I'm up front." Because I'm sitting right next to him. My seat's literally right next to him. So I go all the way down to the front and then the walk of shame all the fucking way back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just see him grinning from like fucking.
Yeah, the guys in the Firehouse were busting my ass about it. They're like, "Why are we sitting all the way back here? What the fuck?" And I was like, "Could you imagine me trying to do a show with 50 you drunk assholes fucking sitting 2 feet away from me?" I'm like, "Fuck you,
dude."
Me?
I wanted to keep an eye on Finn. I was like, this guy he has to have alcohol poisoning.
He doesn't remember anything.
Really?
He doesn't remember the last 2 hours of the night, man, which includes most of my show. He got thrown out by security.
Did he really?
Yeah, I had to get him back in.
Oh God. Yeah, that was the happiest I saw Walt all night, was me coming back looking like an asshole. Like, "Oh, Mr. Important." I'm just following Troy, assuming that was the system they used. I can't find the guy who's talked about the Twitch TV shit or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. I was just trying something different. That's all. I just wanted to see what it was about and mainly see what my buddy was up to on it.
Walt, somebody requested a Puck Nuts Minute from you.
Ooh.
Super Bowl? The Super Bowl is coming up, I guess.
Yeah, Carolina and Denver, huh?
Carolina
I'm sure
and Denver.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they wanted to know from me, too.
Yeah. I would like to see Denver win because I think I'm a Peyton Manning fan. I'm just a fan of what seems like a good guy, seems like a very decent man.
Like he'd tell a clean joke.
Yeah.
Like if he told you he was going to tell a clean joke, he'd tell a clean joke.
Not that I'm not a fan of the other guy. I mean, he's amazing, but this guy's had I think if Peyton Manning loses this Super Bowl, I think a lot of people are going to just remember he lost 3 Super Bowls and forget that he won at least one.
Right.
So I'm rooting for him.
He's a white guy, right?
Peyton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a black name to me. Peyton Manning. I don't know why.
But I don't think he's going to win, though. Even though I think I'd like to see Peyton go out on top, I think that Carolina's they just look like it's their year.
Are they hungry?
Hungry, big, strong, fast, and young.
Oh, yeah.
Young, and that makes a huge difference.
They're the impractical jokers of football.
But yeah, I'll be watching. What are you going to do Super Bowl Sunday? You watching or you don't even bother?
Is it this Sunday?
It's this Sunday.
I mean, ever since I stopped being invited to your Super Bowl parties,
I only had one Super Bowl party.
You and Sunday Jeff.
We couldn't
never
talk.
asked back.
Because Alicia was like, I think it was like 2, and when she fell asleep, so we couldn't even talk.
Like nobody can cheer or anything. Not that I would have cheered, but it was like library rules applied. I probably my mother likes doing that kind of shit. She'll throw a party for any reason. So
she's having one?
I'm sure she'll have a
Super Bowl Super Bowl shindig.
And my father will watch it and act like he cares or knows,
He's a Johnson.
Yeah. Jumping on that bandwagon. Yeah. Let me pretend I have knowledge about this. I normally don't talk about on air about my sister or anything, but it was Sage's birthday this weekend, and thank you to all the aunts for tweeting birthday messages, and a whole bunch of them made cards for her, and
nice.
13%er even came over and helped with the party. Shani Edge, remember the girl she was here that day with the pink hair?
Okay.
Yeah, she helped out quite a bit. But that was over the weekend, and then yesterday I brought Sage to town to my mom's house, and we pizza and cake. And my sister has a boyfriend, affable enough guy. I don't really know him that well, but there's something about.
Is this about the text you sent me?
No, it was even more fucked up.
That wasn't that fucked up.
No, but that
wasn't that bad.
No,
I almost was like, I think he's being a little too high. I know that's what brothers do. They judge their sister's boyfriend.
I'm like, that's my little 46-year-old sis. You better not fucking besmirch her virtue, motherfucker. No, that was just a very typical, oh, Jesus Christ.
Can you say what it was?
It was, yeah. I mean, if I say the next thing, I'll say this thing. Yeah, it was just they pride themselves on finding garbage that's worth money. And he said, he asked my father about some hose, and I could tell I can't hear a word he's saying. And he's like, cause I found these 2, some brand of vacuum cleaner. We're $1,600 each. Somebody just threw them away. Now this is either the luckiest motherfucker on earth who's constantly finding something of extreme value in the garbage, or he's full of shit,
Okay.
Well, who would bring up? Why would you? If you're going to say I found $1,600 worth of something, why would you say vacuum cleaners? That's why I tend to fall. He's probably telling the truth because
maybe
no one gives a fuck.
Yeah, brand new. Maybe they were $1,600, but I'm just like, who would do it? Who's going to throw away 2 $1,600 vacuum cleaners?
Well, I might because I wouldn't know how to fix it.
Right.
B, I would be like, well, it's probably going to cost just as much to fix the $16 vacuum. There's buying it. Let's just go buy another one.
When you had that pool, I saw you hang that ass hook. I was fucking impressed. But I'm in the kitchen, and he comes up to me and he goes, Bride, you see this? And I turn around, and it looks like he has chocolate cake on a good, like, half, like, if you took your mustache, like, and went over to, like, the edge of your lip, it looks like chocolate cake on his face.
Wait, I explain this better. He says, "Hey, you're not looking at him," and he says, like, he's behind you, and he says, "Hey, Brian, you see this?"
Hey, Brian, you see this? And I turn around,
and he has. On
and
his
it looks like the
mustache,
world's. No, he doesn't have a mustache though.
Oh, okay.
It looks like the world's biggest cold sore.
Oh, you didn't notice it prior to that?
I did notice it, but why the fuck would I bring it up? Of course I wouldn't bring. Like, I'm just like, and I was like, I mean, I lied. I was like, no, like I had it. And he goes, yeah, he's like cancer.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah. And he goes, yeah, like, you remember back in 7th grade when I was riding my bike and I ran into that wall?
Oh, you know, this is a person you
No! No! Now, let's assume he's 5 years younger than me, right?
Okay.
I knew his older brother. Barely, like, not like you knew him from town. But like I never hung around with him. I have no recollection of this person when I was younger. And I'm like, so you're asking me to remember you running your bike into a wall in like what, 1985?
Did you say it with that level of like resentment for asking?
I just can't pretend. I can't do it. I said, I don't recall now. And he goes, yeah. He said, you know, like it got cut, and then I don't know what the story was, but like some sort of melanoma got in there or something, but they caught it in time, and it was horrific looking. It was horrific looking. And he's like, yeah, but
it's just a cold sore.
No, it was cancer that they cut out. So this is a giant scab on his face.
Oh my God.
Just happened?
I guess recently, yeah. I mean, enough that it scabbed over. And he goes, yeah, but you know, they caught it in time and they got it out. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, well, I'm glad I'm done eating. I said,
that's the.
I mean, what am I
instead of being like, well, I'm glad they caught it in time.
I know.
That would be the normal response.
I'm still reeling from
the cordial response would be
the humane
response.
For
you. I'm glad to hear that. Not like I'm glad I ate before I saw that and heard that.
Well, it was. I mean, dude, I literally couldn't have eaten like we had pizza. I'm gonna eat a fucking pepperoni pizza after watching.
So does that alter? Ooh, you know what? I was just about to get into what I say we don't do.
What's that?
We don't go to the easy, sexy time or sexy areas.
Oh, like did he show me his nuts?
No. I was like, do you think that has an adverse effect on the the bedroom?
My sister? Yeah, she's so selective. Motherfucker could have full on leprosy.
Oh,
it would have although I don't know about this guy, like I don't know him well enough to say like that he's self-conscious enough. If I had that, I would literally wear a fucking I would look like Leatherface. I would just I would put a bag over my head. Like I wouldn't want anyone to see it. I would just let it heal up. I'm certainly not going to go to a party and draw attention to it.
Well, you know what? The only reason a person brings it up is because he wants to get it out there and be like, let's just bring it up, address it now, so we don't have to, so it's not awkward.
Right. Yeah.
You didn't help the fact though.
No, well, you know what? I mean, I think the night would have progressed smoothly enough without me having to be confronted with it.
Looking for a little compassion.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like, I don't know what you want
From
me to
his brother-in-law.
Say. Yeah, I know. I think she has boyfriend. Like they just don't know what to say to me, how to talk to me. And from what I understand, that's not uncommon. I'm learning Q. Like on the cruise and even the other night, people are apprehensive about approaching me because they think that they get nervous. They think they're going to say something stupid and I'm going to ridicule them.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't. I mean, it's not like when someone reached out to you for a little compassionate about his cold sore. You didn't mock him.
Cancer, not even cold sore.
I gotta say,
cancer, not even a cold sore. You're right, Q.
I thought it was the height of arrogance that it's like, remember when fucking back in '83, my fucking life? I'm just like, no. But I
all they have to go on is what you tell them on this podcast.
I guess, yeah. But I'm not. And then I said, no, like I talk to people. And then some guy was like, yeah, well, if you're a 13%er, you'll fucking talk to them. And it's like, no. He was like, they won't talk to, you don't talk to the 87%ers of fat nerdy guys. I said, I'll chat you up, fatty. Next time I see you, I'll talk to you. I talk to a lot of people.
Nah, you can't take anybody's opinion. Everybody's got something. Everybody's got their own perspective, and most of it's colored by what they want from you anyway. So just fucking ignore shit like that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm fairly approachable.
I think you're approachable. Look, like on the cruise, you looked like you were hanging out with a lot of different people.
Yeah. Fuck that, man.
Fucking
friendliest guy in town.
Fuck that.
Somebody sent me fat news.
Ooh.
Boom, baba, boom, baba, boom, baba, boom.
Fat news. Ooh, chicken.
This is disgusting. Now, I don't know what Q, you might know because you know a lot about England, right? But here's two fat English fucks. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Some big people.
They're too fat to work, all right? They can't get a job. So they had a combined total of 55 stone. How much is a stone?
Stone, I think, is 8 pounds. A stone.
So that would be 8 times.
I thought a stone was 100 pounds.
5.
No, it's either 8 or 13. Hold on, let me look it up.
Check it out while I talk you. They claim to be too fat to work. They spoke openly of spending their benefit money on junk food. They had they have 13 children between them.
I was wrong. 14 pounds.
So that would be 14 times 55.
I'll do that math for you.
So that's 550, then 5. That's over 600 pounds.
14 times 55 is 770.
It turns out that they cheated on each other. Right?
Okay.
Now.
That's good.
The guy cheated, and then he was fucking gutted, as they say, over there in the UK, that she had sexual intercourse. I guess she took a lie detector test, and she failed 3 of them. So
wait a minute, I still don't understand this. Why is this? Why is this a newsworthy thing in the UK that she would actually have to take a lie detector for it?
I don't know. I guess they went on like a TV show. It's like a Jerry Springer type show. So that's why this is newsworthy. Now I'm looking at these two fat, disgusting fucks who not only could find each other to fuck, but then found other people to fuck multiple times.
Yeah.
Not one person hit on me on that cruise.
I think you could have fucked on that cruise.
Not one girl.
Dude, why is it the girl's job to hit on you?
Because I know. First, I can't take rejection.
You're a celebrity, bro.
I can't take rejection. And then the rest of the time, like if I'm like, "Hey, baby," she's like, "Fuck off." Now I gotta see her on the fucking boat. It's not like I can, like I'm gonna see her at the buffet or something.
I don't know, dude.
And she's gonna be like, "Remember when you hit on me?" And I said no.
I don't think. I don't know, dude. I think that's all in your mind. Girls probably were hitting on you. You just don't fucking know what to do with it because you've been out of practice for so goddamn long.
I don't know. Yeah. These people disgusted me, though. Because you're fat to work.
Should have pit. Now, you said last week that I've shown more empathy.
Yeah. Well, no. People say. Oh, yeah. I think you have. Yes, I think you have.
You
in the past, say 2 years, I've seen you grow more and more empathic towards many different people.
Why are you so down on these two? Can you show? I mean, wouldn't you have a little pity for? I mean, they're living a horrible life right now. They're because
they're fucking fat slobs who are spending all their money on junk food.
Yeah, but they got a problem though.
Oh, come on! Oh, do they have a disease? Is that it? Now I got to fucking worry about our UK listeners, our UK aunts have to worry about their taxes going towards these fucking fat assholes. 13 kids.
It's certainly not an easy life to live, though.
Of course not, but they brought it on themselves.
It is almost a voluntary life.
All right, but that would same could be said, though. Could you say the same thing about people who are hooked on junk?
Of course not. But I never once was like, this is somebody else's fault. Like,
are they saying that? Are they saying
but I also wasn't
fault?
fucking collecting welfare and having tons of kids and failing lie detector tests. I don't know. Somebody sent it to me. It struck me as just like, Jesus Christ, these fucking fatsos, like what is it like if you're a female to be like, that's the guy's dick I want to suck?
Can you even find that guy's dick?
It's insanity.
It's weird. I always wonder about stuff like that because people who would say that's a mental illness. To get that fucking fat is a mental illness. So to make fun of them is like making fun of mentally ill. Couldn't you say the same thing about child molesters?
Oh,
but they're only hurting. That person who's gaining all that weight though is only hurting themselves.
But they're not.
Somebody the subject you brought up though is horribly and permanently scarring somebody else with their.
So the way that you deal with them should be differently, but they are by these rules, and these aren't my rules. This is liberal fucking pansy bullshit rules. Like, yeah, you should deal with them differently, but they still deserve the same amount of sympathy.
Of sympathy?
Yeah. Because it's a sickness. It's beyond. Well, can't say they're a fucking piece of child molesting pieces of shit who should get shot in the fucking face.
I think that's the one. I don't know if you can. I think that is the one still.
Oh, I don't know.
That's like, your go-to. Like you want to create a Nazi villain. Cool, go for it. It's fine still, but you could definitely like eradicate a child. What are you talking about, man? What's that dude who was famous? The Subway dude
Jared
got destroyed.
Yeah, and then people were making jokes.
Rightfully so. I'm not saying.
But then the New York Times, like it wasn't the Times. One of the New York papers was like, you can't. People were like, "Oh, enjoy your footlongs in prison," and people were like, "You can't. Like that's not funny to say. You can't say that because rape is never funny, and this guy has a sickness." And I'm telling you, can't say anything about anybody.
Do you think he is mentally ill?
Do I?
Yeah.
No, I think he's a piece of shit.
But you don't think he's mentally ill to be attracted to that?
I think that. Well,
there's something fundamentally wrong with the way you think to do what this guy did.
I don't think that should let you off the fucking hook.
No one is saying that, though. No one's saying let's off your hook, but you can't deny that there has to be
Well, then just like these two fat fucks shouldn't be let off the hook either.
But they didn't commit a crime.
But they are you know what? They are living off welfare because they can't fucking work. So now other people have to work harder, and their taxes, yes, their fucking taxes have to go pay for their fucking fat lifestyle. And then because they're so fucking fat and out of shape, they're a drain on the health system too. Now healthcare that could be going to other real sick, like Cancer Face in Brian's house.
Yeah,
like care that could be going to them is now going to these fat fucks because they can't put down the fucking Cheetos.
This is not a great example. This is not a great example because they may have been cheating the welfare system. But what about heavy people who go to work every day and aren't siphoning off the system?
God bless them.
But
listen, I consider myself fucking fat. It's like I'm not looking down on overweight people because I am fucking overweight. So it's just like I get it, but it's just like what I guess what I'm saying is like the ability to say anything about anybody.
You don't have a sympathetic bone towards somebody who's. Their lifestyle is dramatically hampered by their weight, though, and it's sad when they can't even get out of bed to take care or go see their kids.
We're talking about those two right there.
I don't know about those two, but I've seen these shows where I can't even go see my kids play because I can't get out of the house.
Right.
All joking aside, I have a lot of empathy for people like that. I feel bad for them.
I mean, it's got to be rough, right?
It's no life at all. It's horrible.
You've seen shows though, like My 600 Pound Life, and you have these family members who are such enablers, where it's like they'll bring in like all this food, and like this fat fucking 700-pound woman has like a tray in front of her, and she's making cheeseburgers on like this little grill that they set up.
Yeah.
But I mean, enablers are in every. I mean,
You don't got to tell me.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody enables a person they love because they don't want to go through the uncomfortableness or the awkwardness or they just want to feel like they're helping.
But is it mental illness?
What, eating to that stage?
Yeah.
You're that big? I think it has to be.
Okay, so then, but as I'm saying, once you cover something like that with mental illness, and I'm not even making the argument that you can't, then you almost have to fucking cover serial killers with mental illness. Like,
Of course they are.
yeah,
Well, they definitely are, but they definitely don't get the sympathy.
They don't get the sympathy.
Yeah, well, there's certain.
But then child molesters, same thing, mental illness. If it's a mental illness,
but they're not committing. But you got to just separate a mental illness that victimizes somebody else cannot be pitied, but a mental illness that doesn't really hurt anybody but the person who's 700 pounds.
But that's not always true. Yeah.
Because if they're mentally ill, they can't help their actions. You could feel, you have victims to feel, and this isn't the way I feel. I'm making the argument that some fucking assholes might make.
Like
that I've seen people make. That angers me. That saying like, because they're mentally ill, they're not responsible for their actions. I've seen people make that argument about child molesters. And that to me, I don't agree with. I think they should be fucking taken behind the barn and shot.
Well, so their argument is that they shouldn't be punished or put into,
of course,
taken out of, not you, but these people who make you angry.
Yeah, the people making, nobody is saying they should be allowed to roam around scot-free.
Okay.
What they're saying is child molesters don't deserve your hatred and scorn.
And they don't deserve to get a foot long in prison.
Right, because they're not responsible for their actions.
Where are you at? Where are people telling you this?
Dude, I read it. I'm telling you.
Okay, you read it. Okay, they aren't actually coming up to you and telling you these. Because who would say this aloud?
No, I read it like when Jared Fogle got arrested. Like,
yeah, you're going to see. You're going to see. But I think those are people who probably maybe dealing with little demons of their own. Probably, maybe.
Right. It's just this fucking.
You think like that's why they're sympathetic? They're like, I can kind of understand. Diddle.
I mean, that would be my first inclination. That like, why are you so fucking quick to defend that shit?
Right.
Let the witch hunt begin.
Yeah.
Can we take a quick ad break?
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't we?
What advertiser wouldn't love to be on the heels of the child molester conversation?
Yeah. Do they deserve our pity or scorn?
Let's hit some conversions off of this. All right, Squarespace, take 2. Try to keep the stuttering to a minimum. Hey, Alicia. No, that was bad, right?
All right.
It's a bad delivery. Like, hey, Alicia. Sound like a...
Okay, come on, before you say anything.
Take 3. Hey, Lily.
No, take 4.
What? Everybody calls you Lily at home.
No one calls me Lily. Come on.
Hey, Alicia. What would you... Take 5, hold on. Hey, Alicia, what would you give your old man in terms of hold on. See, I had it perfect the first time. Now you're just asking, now you're trying to get blood out of a stone.
You didn't have perfect the first time.
That was perfect the first time. Hey, Alicia. No. Let me start over. It's terrible. You're stiff.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
All right. Take 6 or 7, whatever it was. Hey, Lily, what would you give your dad's computer skills on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being he's a caveman. A 10 being he's Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, the late, great Steve Jobs.
I'd say about a 1.
A 1?
Yeah, but I know how you could get it up to a 10.
How?
You can go to squarespace.com and make a website for free.
Squarespace, I heard of these guys. They build your website, and it's the most professional-looking site, regardless of your skill level. I mean, not everyone's a 10 like me. And they're going to make it so there's no coding required, intuitive, and easy-to-use tools, and you get a free domain name if you sign up for a year. I mean, that right there makes it all worthwhile, just getting that free domain name. So start your free trial today at squarespace.com. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code TESD to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. Boy, that was good, right? That was clear.
Yeah.
That was like something you'd see on TV. MeUndies. So MeUndies is back this week and with the theme of Valentine's Day. You can go buy a box of chocolates or some roses, but they're going to die in a week anyway. Give the gift everyone is talking about. Show your special someone just how much you care with a present you'll both love. A gift that looks great and feels great. something that says, you deserve the best. Treat yourself and your beau or boo to a matching pair of MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear. And MeUndies is a product that I would support and wear even if they weren't sponsoring Tell 'em Steve Dave. In fact, I just recently placed an order for some great soft black underwear that just recently came in the mail, and I think we can get a special testimonial from someone I know is very pleased with my purchase from MeUndies. My wife, Deb. Deb?
Yes.
How pleased were you with those black undies I got? I mean, it must have been. I saw the look of satisfaction when they came in the mail and I slipped them on. Worth every penny I could see was written all over your face. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Hear that? They just don't feel great. They look great. They come in tons of cool prints and styles, and new designs come out every month. You won't want to miss February's limited edition design from the legendary artist Keith Haring. This retro design is inspired by love, making it the perfect Valentine's Day gift. So grab yourself a pair and celebrate the holiday sporting matching underwear with your sweetie. And MeUndies has a keep it for free guarantee. If you don't fall in love with your first pair, keep them, and you'll get your money back, no questions asked. So this year, head to MeUndies.com/TESD now to get free shipping and 20% off your first order. Don't wait until the last minute. Get a matching pair of this month's limited edition print while you still can, and get 20% off your first order at MeUndies.com/TESD. Don't take it from me. Don't take it from Tell 'em Steve Dave. Take it from Deb. Right?
Right.
Right. It's not as convincing as I'm sure MeUndies would want, but it'll have to do.
All right, we're back.
I wanted to real quick before we ended. I know you got to get out of here, Q. You're tired. You had a very busy weekend. I've got something in development.
Ooh,
a game.
Ooh.
An all game episode in the what's it called when you in the mode or in the
works?
Not in the works, but like it's
in the vein
of the Pot Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, like a couple teams, maybe 3. The Get 'em games. It's all games.
I already love it.
All games based on or with Get 'em Steve Dave.
I already love it.
And I need some help, though, maybe from listeners or you guys, if you guys thinking about it. I got this game called Get 'em to Know Q. Instead of Get 'em to Know You, it's Get 'em to Know Q. Just need some suggestions on what that could be. I love that title, though.
Oh, you just have the title.
I just have the title. I love it, though. Get 'em to Know Q.
Right.
I need to, like, if anybody wants to go on Reddit and put suggestions on there, I'll check it out.
Oh, you're checking out Reddit?
I'll check out Reddit for that.
Oh.
Get 'em to Know Q. Start a thread of what the suggestions can be.
Yeah.
And get 'em to the church on time. My initial thought was maybe we get somebody, two aunts who are willing to play, and if they win or lose, get married to Steve Dave in the store at the end of the games.
To get him, Steve Dave.
To get him, Steve Dave.
Right.
To get him.
What if we got...
But that's probably not going to happen. So I need somebody to come up with something based on get him to the church on time.
What about this? How about this? I got an idea for get him to the church on time.
Okay.
I don't know what the game is. It's inconsequential. But we get him able to legally marry people.
He is.
He is already.
He is already.
Yeah, wasn't he baptizing people and shit?
Yeah.
Then we get. I don't know what the prize will be. It's going to have to be something spectacular. We got 4 dudes, right? 2 of them, whatever the game is, win a great prize.
Okay.
The other 2 that lose have to legally get married by get him. Because
I love it.
It's in the state of New Jersey, right?
Get him to the church on time. So, we'll get. So, wait, why do we need 4 dudes?
Because 2 have to go on to win something. Nobody's going to play if they're definitely going to end up marrying another dude.
Well, if we just get okay, but if we get 3, that means we for 3 teams. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So we got three players.
3 players, and each one of those players plays on your team. One plays on Ming's team, and one plays on
and the
Sunday
2 losing
Jeff's team.
teams have to get married.
I love it. It's done. All right. We don't need a thread about
but
get him to the
prize
church
has
on
to
time.
be so good that people are willing to risk getting married to another dude by get him. So we have to come up with a good prize.
All right. Well, KMUs2, if there's any sponsors out there who want to offer up a prize, KMUs2, KMEWES2 at Gmail. I also have this game. I am in love with it. I want to play it right now so bad, but I know we can't because we don't have enough players, but it's called Let's Get 'Em On. It's going to be the best.
Just sits around thinking of titles all day. You know?
It's going to be the best
game
ever. And I cannot wait to play. So when do you think we could do this, Q? What, you got any dates in February?
Yeah, we'll talk about it off the.
Okay, and also if you guys want next week, I thought we got an overkill to do.
Oh, right, okay.
And if anybody wants to start a thread of suggestions for overkill suggestions,
well, we have the books.
I have the books, but I also would like to open it up to people to suggest too.
Okay, I want to make a tease to the audience because we had an almost 2-hour meeting about Tell 'em Steve Dave tonight, about the future of Tell 'em Steve Dave. And the idea for Vinylcast 2 was formed today. And I think it's going to be one of the best things we ever do.
I think so too.
Walt put the pieces together in a way that.
Well, it was your idea.
No, it wasn't though. It was a team effort, and you were the one that put the fucking jigsaw together in a way that I was like, "This is going to be possibly the best product we ever put out." Like I was
it's going to be amazing.
Fucking blown away by it. It was just. I can't wait.
Well, the weird thing was we were talking about it for like how to do it for like 20 minutes. And Walt was like, well, I was thinking about like doing this.
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, you should have said that in the first 5 seconds because that is the best fucking idea ever.
Oh my God. And it's by necessity going to happen in the next 2 months, 2-3 months.
I imagine by the summertime it'll be available.
I can't fucking wait. I cannot wait.
A lot to look forward to. The Get 'em games and this new product that will blow the doors off of the ants.
Yeah, claymation people have been asking about.
Yes, updates. It's very close to completion.
It's getting very, very close.
Right.
So we're moving on.
We're addressing a lot of things tonight. Don't email me about sitting in on Tell 'em Steve Dave. Claymation's almost done. Just be a little bit more patient. You will be rewarded. Anybody who donated to the Kickstarter, you will be seeing the fruits of that donation very, very soon. And the Get 'em Steve Dave games where we will see 2 dudes get married legally by Get 'em Steve Dave at the end of the games episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike and Meg?
Yeah.
I figured.
Right? The losing team, not only the 2 dudes, the 2 ants, the 2 losing teams should get legally married too.
Here's the thing. They're already married.
They got arrested for bigamy.
You mean
in real life? So
I thought you meant on the compliment. I was like, that wasn't a real marriage.
No, so they can't legally get married. You know what I mean?
Okay,
They're already a happy couple.
You 2 aren't married.
I would marry. That's not a punishment. I'd marry Brian in a second. Without a doubt, I would marry him tomorrow. So I think it's best we leave that on the listeners. What? But
I'm looking forward to. I'm telling you, man. There's going to be some. The Get 'em games are going to rival. People love the Pot Olympics. It's been a while, but this one's going to be all Get 'em action. And I just, like I said, if you guys anybody up there wants to do a Reddit, get him to know Q, get him to know all about Q. And that's the only one I need. And an overkill thread. But next week we'll do the overkill.
Yeah. And I think that at one time people would have been like, fuck that shit. But after that's Get 'em Tainment and how many people have fucked to his version of Closer. At this point. No, me? Come on.
You kidding me? I thought you were laying that bomb. You're
fucking
like,
Cancer Face gets more pussy than me.
Tell him, Steve Dave.
There was a time when I could look in her eyes, see the world and all the beauty she hides. Then a time came when I looked in her
This has been a production of Smodco Internet Radio. Sir, only at smodcast.com.